EDL, Tommy Robinson. This is the Christian church. EDL, Tommy Robinson.
This is the Christian church. Did you hear that?
Muslims.
He said all Christians are EDL.
That's what they teach in the church.
That's what they teach in the church.
Sorry.
You jihadi dog. You jihadi dog. No, you're not the Caliph here. You're not the Caliph here.
Let's go and see what else is going on. Okay, we've got young Bob here. Oh, we've got Bob. I don't know if you lot know, but he's a regular. Sorry, man. Sorry. He's actually very, very smart, this guy. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
You jihadi dog. You jihadi dog. No, you're not the Caliph here. You're not the Caliph here. Now, do you want a time debate? Do you want a time debate? Would you like a time debate? No one is your dimmy. Do no one is your dimmy. No one is your. Oh, why are you going to help yourself out here?
What did he say?
He's going to hell. Yeah.
Are you going to do yourself?
He's going to hell as well.
Okay, great.
And all of these
The English language talking about the
come
black
out
and white.
White
And
right.
What is
And
that?
then he
That is the
taps on
language
left
in
shoulder.
English.
And all of his descendants
Let's talk about
come out looking like charcoal. What colour is charcoal, ladies and gentlemen? And Allah says, those on your right are going to heaven, and I do not care.
Yes.
And those on your left, all the black people, are going to hell.
This is
And
really
I
funny.
do not care.
No, wait. Before you, okay,
Furthermore,
hang on.
in the Quran,
Allow me to speak.
in the Quran,
Allow me to correct you.
would you like to do a time
No. Listen to me.
Remember, you just jihadi dog. You got it demise. No one is your Jimmy. You do not rule here. I am not paying jizya.
You just want to speak
So,
out of your ass. Yeah?
He called me a racist.
All of
And he
this.
said the Bible was racist.
We don't want to go to the
But
Bible
let me
verses. We don't want
quote
to go
his Quran. Because in the Quran it says that those that are
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get a decent spot. I need to get their faces. You know what I mean? So now you can see firsthand what I have to do.
their face will be blackened.
What we have
In
now,
other
when you say
words,
white, they indicate
everyone in heaven is white,
Okay.
and everyone in hell is black.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
What are white people referred to? What are white people referred to? Shiny. In Arabic culture and the Quran, what are white people referred to?
Right, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Would you like to have a
They're talking about the sons
conversation?
of, yeah, okay? The child of
And what is the Arabic term for
which is
black?
in
Abdul.
the Bible. We don't have
Slave.
We don't call.
The term for black in Arabic is slave. Ladies and
This guy's
gentlemen.
black and this guy's white. Okay.
No.
We don't have
In
that.
the
Black and white
Christian
means something else.
faith, what does it actually teach?
In the
What
Bible,
does it
black
actually
people.
teach?
It teaches racism.
It says there
This
is
the
no
Jewish verse.
Jew,
It tells
no Gentile, no Scythian,
That's the Paul.
no
That's the
Greek,
book of Paul.
no barbarian,
Book of Paul, which
but
came
all are
200 years
one in
after-
Jesus
after
Christ.
Jesus, and written in Greek.
That's, and he admits it.
Okay.
Does that sound like racism to you? No, it doesn't, does it? Would you like to have a conversation now? Would you like to have a conversation? Would you like to have a conversation? No, he still doesn't want a conversation. So I'll continue the lecture. Ladies and gentlemen, he says that the Jew comes first in Christianity. But I literally quoted him a verse in which it says there is no Jew and there is no Gentile. Look all of one in Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen. But
So do not allow people
let's
to
just remind him that in his religion, he has to pray to his God in Arabic. He has to bow down to an Arab city. He has to dress and copy an Arab.
You do not have to listen to
But
this guy.
they have to read their book in Arabic. Only Arabic. In other words, Islam equals Arabisation. What's your name, bro? What's your name, bro? What's your name, bro? What's your name, bro? Would you like to have a conversation? He doesn't want a conversation. He doesn't want a conversation. Jihadi dog here. Jihadi dog.
Sorry.
Dominate. But we must stand up.
Is that Christianity for you?
We must not let them.
Sorry, mate, sorry.
Bad
Oh,
sentence.
this is my legs, I really apologise.
He's got you.
We must
The
stand up to
Muslims got
them.
you there today. The
All
Muslims
the
got you.
day. All the
He's
day.
got a dog. He's gone from the person. He's hyper. You won it, man. You won it. Keep on
Black
going.
lives matter.
They do.
Hello.
Do not teach love against black people.
I told you it was going to get fiery, didn't I? As it gets later in the day, it gets fiery.
People care about themselves. In their churches, but in people today, it's racist.
If you just come in, guys, it's a speaker's corner on Sunday.
Jihadi Joe here is checking out the word racist.
And I'm forever trying to find a good spot for you guys.
He thinks that he can distract from the hatred that his own religion teaches against the dhimmi, against the Jew, against the Christian. That he would want to make
cheating on you already.
under Sharia law. Let us be clear. Under Sharia law,
Not even been 5 minutes. What a disgrace.
will be
Not
killed.
even been 5 minutes.
Under Sharia law, a Christian man cannot marry a Muslim woman, but a Muslim man can marry a Christian woman. Under Sharia law, Christians cannot ring their bells, they cannot do their processions in public, they cannot wear crosses in public, they cannot go out and convert Muslims. Under Sharia law.
What law?
Because you're preaching a lot of hatred today. Did you come from church?
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear me say hate Muslims?
Listen.
What is it wrong to criticise? Is it wrong to criticise a bad ideology?
Your enemy.
Right.
Your enemy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, he criticised racism,
Create propaganda.
and the reason why he criticised racism is because racism is evil, and we should criticise racism. But if we can criticise that bad
What about your Bible then?
why can't we criticise the bad idea of Islam? Islam is a bad idea. It's an idea that he can't defend. That he doesn't want to defend the conversation.
Why are you jealous?
Sorry, everyone's pushing me out, man. Come in. Thank you.
I've asked you something very simple. Have you come from church today? Have you come from church today? You're very hateful.
No one
You're
is
very
your
hateful.
dhimmi.
It's Sunday.
No
It's
one
Sunday.
is your
It's
dhimmi.
Sunday.
No one
It's
is
Sunday.
going
Did you come here for
You're not
what?
gonna
Have
shame
you
me
learned some
for
love?
anything.
Have you learned some
You're not
love?
gonna shame me.
Have you learned some
These
love?
rhetorical
Have you learned some love?
There's no love.
Don't
Ain't
work
no
on
love.
me.
Have you learned some
When
love?
you're ready to use
Right,
manners,
okay.
when you're ready to behave like a civilized
Come from
human
church or
being,
not?
because your Muhammad has failed you.
Have you been to
and
church?
he's failed
Have
to
you been to
teach
church
you
today?
good
Sunday,
manners.
yeah,
Have you been to church
When you're
today?
ready to have that
Right. What have they
conversation,
taught you in church? I want to know.
Okay,
What
he
have they taught you in
doesn't
church
want
today?
to have a
What
conversation.
have you learned in church today?
So here is what I learned in church today. Here is what I learned in church today.
Okay, go on.
I learned.
EDL, Tommy
I
Robinson.
learned.
This is the Christian church. EDL, Tommy Robinson.
This is the Christian
Foreigners,
church.
foreigners,
Did you hear that?
Muslims.
He said all
Muslims,
Christians
foreigners.
are EDL.
That's what they teach in the church.
That's what they teach in the church. There you go. Who's the bigot? He's the bigot. Who's the bigot? He's the bigot. Who's the bigot? He's the bigot. Who's the bigot? Who's the bigot? Who's the bigot?
Where's your Christianity? All you
So,
know
ladies
is
and gentlemen,
propaganda. You search for propaganda. You search for hate.
my religion does not teach war against Muslims. But his religion teaches that he should wage jihad against Christians.
What Bob is saying, you have an issue with what Bob is saying, and you're talking to the audience. No, witness this. You have an issue with what Bob is saying. You have an issue with what Bob is saying, but you don't have the guts to address him yourself. You don't have the guts to address him yourself. You're going around the audience. You're going around the audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's be clear. Let's be clear.
I'm the loving church.
Now notice, he still thinks that he can dominate the conversation.
Okay.
Right? He's really like to have a conversation. You come from the church, right? You can see
You know what, guys? I've just got to do one thing. Sorry, I keep hitting everybody with the damn with the legs. So I'm just going to change that for a minute. So just bear with me, guys. Bear with me for a minute. The legs on the tripod, I keep accidentally hitting people with it. So I'm just going to close the legs. Bear with me, guys.
If he spreads misinformation, what was the misinformation? Why didn't you talk?
Why didn't you talk? Why didn't you talk? Why didn't you talk? Why didn't you talk?
That's better. We're back on. We're back on.
Okay. So in Islam, right, so
You haven't said anything exactly nothing.
You're allowed to.
Nothing.
You're allowed to speak.
No, you are. You're not.
you're allowed to spread your version of hatred.
Listen, if you heard